That's not her.
Yes, that's
That
Bella.
is not the tortoise I gave you.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. Are you kidding me? That is awesome. You know, they look like a piece of Asian art, just the way their legs are kind of sculpted. Look at this, guys. Baby Burmese stars are gonna be moving to Kamp Kenan. I'm just blown away, man. Oh, that's so cool. And they just have that cool face. And there's an iridescence on them as well. Wow. Check this out, man. We're getting a chance to see some chelonians today. We're seeing some constrictors. Oh, that is so awesome. Let's have a look, everybody. We're gonna open this up. All right, guys, I'm very excited today because I am obtaining a bucket list species. I've been talking about this, Tom, for a long time. We're talking about the Burmese Star tortoise. I've had Indian stars. They unfortunately just don't do so well down here in Florida, but what do we got? Holy smokes. Stacy's got the mother of the babies that I'm gonna be picking here. Hold on.
This is the mother.
No way. That is incredible.
I have video of her laying the eggs too.
You do. That's so cool to see the mom. And the great thing about the Burmese Star tortoise is this is a tortoise that does very well here in South Florida. I am still, even though I'm about 80 to 90 miles north of you, Tom, probably even a little bit more, about 100 miles north of you. I'm still considered South Florida. It does get a little cooler where I'm at, but
Not too cold.
not too cold, and these guys can take the higher humidity. Very, very excited about this because, of course, Star tortoise, beautiful shell pattern.
It's the biggest of all three species of star tortoises.
Okay.
And it's something that we all should concentrate on breeding where we can because they are critically endangered in nature with wildlife. There are thousands of these that have been captured in captivity, but there's probably less than 1,000 wild ones.
Wow.
All total.
That's incredible. Now, their habitat, where they're from in Myanmar,
Burma.
Northern Burma. So the kind of habitat that they're in, are these still considered a grassland species?
They are, but it's not really grassland. It's like in Sri Lanka, it's savanna, I would call it.
Okay.
Subtropical to tropical savanna.
Well, that's kind of where,
That's kind of
where
like
I'm
that.
at. Very cool. Well, we're going to take a walk inside now.
You want to see the tortoise? Remember you brought me a Burmese mountain tortoise
I
a long
did,
time
yeah.
ago.
Oh,
Do you want to
Bella.
see her, Bella?
Yeah, let's see Bella before we go in. Another
Come on
Burmese
the other side,
species.
then we'll move the Cuban.
All right, very cool.
She's in shed.
That's so
That's
cool, man.
Lucy, Lucy.
Oh,
That's
gorgeous.
12 feet long. That's the biggest
She
Colombian
just
bird
ate
I've
a,
ever
she ate a
Oh,
pig
that's so
last
cool.
week, but she's all opaque now.
Yeah, she's gonna shed. That's so cool, man. He's got so many animals hanging out here. It's so much fun to be around. This is the whole Burmese Star tortoise enclosure, by the way. They roam this whole area and share it with Fred, a male cyclura rhinoceros iguana there, a little cornuda. But that's it's amazing, man. So I gave this Burm to Tom. It's got to be about 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah, about 6 years ago.
6 years ago, was it? Wow,
think
time
6.
flies. Wow, that's
We
incredible.
gave you monkey tail for it. 2 monkey tails.
That's right. There's the turtle pond,
That they ate
looking
this morning.
awesome. Some really cool species in here.
They just ate this morning.
Did they? Awesome.
Buddy was in his mud hole when Bella was in that bush.
So now you have a pair, correct?
Yeah.
Have you?
We had a male when you brought her, but he was about the same size as her.
Okay.
Oh,
But the males don't get as big.
Oh, look at this.
There's Buddy in the.
Oh, there's
muck.
Buddy. Yep.
Hey,
Look
I
at
can
that.
Bella out or see if
I can.
he can. maybe
That is
get her
awesome.
out
There's
there.
your elongated too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's-
But again, I love it. Just a flooded area, and they absolutely love to be in the water. Now, the Burmese mountain tortoise, they love being humid, cold, humid, hot. It doesn't matter. There's a chicken.
Get her out if you can.
I can't lift her. She's heavy.
She's heavy. Here, you grab this. Put me to work here. You just keep that pointed over here. Hold! That's not her.
Yes,
That's
it is.
that's
That
Bella.
is not the tortoise I gave you.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is awesome.
That's her.
That is so cool, Tom. Guys.
Her breakfast.
Oh my God, look at her perfect shell.
She's got-
She is gorgeous. Hi, honey.
She has breakfast on her face.
Oh, yes, she does. Look at this perfect
But
tortoise.
she's very sweet.
You know, these guys can be, I think they're the 4th largest tortoise.
They are.
That's just incredible. Oh my
Yeah, we had
gosh.
some out year before last.
You did. She produced.
Yes.
Holy smokes, Tom. That's fantastic, man. I'm so happy to hear that. But this is, you know, they look like a piece of Asian art, just the way their legs are kind of
Well, they're
sculpted.
the most primitive of all tortoise species.
That's right.
And Manuria, the genus they belong to, compromises 3 species. Manuria impressa, which is the smallest, the impressed tortoise, the Burmese brown tortoise, Manuria emys, and the biggest of all, Manuria ferrii, this one.
Yeah.
And where they live is in valleys in the southern Himalayas that flood. So they build a nest above ground like an alligator.
Yep.
Crocodile. They're the only tortoise species that doesn't nest in the ground.
That's amazing. I've actually witnessed that. I didn't have very much luck with my group. You know, I had eggs, but I didn't have a lot of fertility. But they're also, the other interesting thing about their eggs is they're leathery.
Yeah.
They're not a hard, most tortoises lay hard-shelled egg. These guys have a leathery egg, and the mother will protect the nest.
Yes.
And something I should say, though, we don't think of tortoises as an animal that protects the nest. They do. And you want to know, my sulcatas will protect their nest also.
Really?
Yeah, so interesting.
I think probably a lot of tortoises do, and we just don't know.
We just don't know. Now, they protect it within a few days of laying it, but once a certain amount of time passes, they forget about it. But these guys will stick around for a while.
Sakura protect their nest too.
Right, it's amazing, yeah.
Females, yeah.
This is so cool. I am so impressed how she's grown and how beautiful her shell
You
is.
still see the growth lines
Yes,
too.
yes.
So much bigger.
Oh my God,
God.
and heavy.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, this
She
is.
must weigh 80 pounds.
That is a very stocked, like just such mass to her. It's incredible. Woo!
We love her.
Yeah, I'm
She's
so
friendly as
glad
hell.
it's clear.
She's
It's
real
clear.
sweet.
She's
She's
beautiful.
She's a favorite of ours. I mean, she is.
She'll let you
basically a big
scratch her
shell
and
pet.
everything.
Now I'm glad I gave her to the right people. And she, again, look at this large area she gets to walk around in.
God.
It's perfect. It's shaded, lots of trees. These guys like the shade. Now we're
And
gonna
I've
go.
actually been to the habitat where these come from.
Okay.
It's not so different.
Really?
Yeah, just
Incredible.
need more water than I have. That's
Oh,
the only
wow.
more amount of water I can provide.
Provide, but they find it. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Now we're gonna go check out some baby Burmese stars, and I get to choose two because we've traded out the Lewisii iguanas I've had because I need the cage space, and I had an opportunity to get 2 animals from Tom. I'm gonna take it. We'll see you in there.
Yeah, Hoover.
Oh, well, I'm definitely interested in the one that's eating. I'm sure they're all eating.
They are, but take the one you want. Take any
Oh, I
one.
appreciate it. This is just incredible. Look at this, guys. Baby Burmese stars are going to be moving to Kamp Kenan, so I'm just blown away, man. You know, and for those of you who have never picked out baby tortoises, I'm sure I can't go wrong with any animal from Tom's place, but it's always good if you can see an animal that you've seen eat. It's always a sure bet to go ahead and pick it.
That's
you know?
right.
It's just, you know,
I would.
right, because you know, there's no doubt. We'll put it right in here. So this first one right there, this is so
You need
cool.
a container?
I will need a container.
got it.
I would appreciate one. And then, you know, if you are an amateur and you're just watching this video and you want to know what to look for, again, they're all going to be in good shape. Let me just wake them all up. Just have a look at them. They're beautiful. My God, look at these. These guys are about a month old. Now, they're probably sleeping, but when you wake them up, they're going to have clear, bright eyes. No discharges, of course. And Tom, I'm only saying this for people that
they're not
you know,
gonna have it. But.
yeah, they're not having anything. I like this one, to be honest. This one's eyes is open. And,
Well, let me see the yellow too, because you want to see how the shell see.
Yeah.
What you want to see is the yellow and the amount of yellow on the sides and how big it is, and there'll be more yellow as adults.
as adults, I see.
Probably this is the best one.
Yeah, I think so. I really
Next would be
that one, and then of
Yeah.
course. Well, I appreciate this. This is just such a hell of a gift, cool trade for me. Like I said, and you know what's funny is once I said Burmese stars were a bucket list animals. Oh, you can have 2. You know, really appreciate that.
They're
Tom.
really super.
And it's cool that that we have this friendship because it's fun to see like the ferrii, that Burmese black's doing so well, and of course now I know these Lewisii. Here they are, guys. You'll remember these animals. They're going to get them set up.
Well, let's go move. Well, let you get ready, and we'll go move. I've got to move a Cuban boa
Okay.
out of the cage. They're going to go in temporarily.
Okay, cool. Let's go do
And then
that.
we'll take that outside.
Sounds good. Let's go do that. All right, we're going to go move a Cuban boa. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is a Cuban boa, and it looks like it's in the hide box, so we'll have to get it out of there. But this is a nice enclosure for these Lewisii, and this is only temporary, so this is good. Very cool. And you know, Cuban boas, you're very passionate about them.
I am. I love them.
Cool.
Cuban boas are actually, next to anacondas, the second longest boa constrictor on the planet.
Really? Even more than an emperador?
Boa constrictor?
Yeah.
Yeah. They only get about 15 feet. The
Wow.
old record of 18 feet 6 inches was a misidentified anaconda. We went over that in our book on giant snakes.
Oh
We
my
changed the
gosh.
maximum sizes on all of them, resurrecting scrub pythons to giant snake status and taking boa constrictors away from being 18 feet 6 inches long.
Wild.
These, however, have been measured over 18 feet reliably.
I didn't
according
know
to
that.
Pete Tolson, who studied them on Gitmo for years, and I have pics of numerous ones 15 to 16 feet.
Well, that's really cool. I had no idea. Yeah, that's really
They call
awesome.
them in Cuba Maha Santa Maria.
And what does that mean?
Maha is mother, and Santa Maria is like a saint.
Saint. Wow. So that's pretty cool that they revere the snake
Yes, they do. Well,
to a degree.
wish they did.
With name.
Yeah.
With by name only.
we have one else.
Is she a little bitey?
No, but it's...
Good practice to tap them or let her know that it's not a
I
feeding.
just don't know how it's going to act when I open it.
All right, let's have a look.
Looking out of the box, it's just real curious. She's not,
Oh yeah, they're pretty. They have a
Come
cool
out.
face.
Come out.
We could, in fact, just take the whole box if we wanted.
No, we'll just...
Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool snake. I wouldn't mind a big old Cuban boa.
I love Cuban boas.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kidding me?
Wow. Probably do very well
Male
down here as
female
well.
in this cage is about 11 feet long.
Really? So this
Yeah,
is a
she's
male.
30 she's 35 years old.
Holy smokes. And this is the male.
Yeah.
That's a
One
pretty
male.
snake. Man?
Yeah.
Is he?
No, he won't bite.
Oh, that's so cool. And they just have that cool face. And then there's an iridescence on them as well. Wow.
And it's the second longest boa constrictor on the planet.
Are these guys semi-arboreal or are they round
They'll
dwellers?
do it all.
They'll do it
just
all.
like all of them.
Okay.
Giant pythons climb.
Yeah, just kind of like a
Let me have my
carpet
cage
python.
while you hold that.
All right, you got it. That is so cool, guys. Check this out, man. We're getting a chance to see some chelonians today. We're seeing some constrictors. Ugh, that is so awesome. We've got something in this tree. There's a lizard in the tree.
Some kind.
Yeah. Look at the snake just holding on to me. That's beautiful.
I'll just let it crawl in.
You got it. Here he goes. I love the way they move. That's perfect.
And then go in there and look in that box.
All right, I'm curious. I want to see what a bigger female looks like. Let's have a look, everybody. We're going to open this up. Holy smokes, yeah.
There's two in there.
Are there? Oh, yeah. There's one head here and then one over here.
But the big one, look how big she is.
Yeah, she's beautiful. That's fantastic. You get babies of these?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
For many years.
That's cool. Yeah, you've been doing that for a while.
Well,
Yeah.
I've had her for about 35 years.
35 years. That's a long-lived
It's a
snake
long-
species.
They live a long time.
There we go.
I found that most reptiles live a lot longer than we think. See how it's curious? It's coming
Yeah.
back over.
Yep.
If they were scared of you, you'd never do that.
And it just decided, okay.
Yeah,
there we go.
it's seen enough.
But again, look at the enclosure. A lot of plantings, allow the weeds to grow up. The snake feels secure,
Yeah.
branches to climb on, bask on. This is not how most people would think to keep a snake. But guess what? This is how you keep a snake.
And it works.
It works great. Yeah, if you've been breeding for that long, and you've had her for as long as you have, that's incredible. Awesome, man. All right, what do you say?
I have probably a lot of the snakes, both those big snakes in that box are over 30 years old. The male, not quite as old, but he's about 31 or 32. Okay, the female's 35 at least. She actually came from Pete Tolson about 1990 as a 6-foot one then. So she was pretty old then, you know what I mean? Or 7 foot when I got her.
It's kind of cool when you say boa. Everyone thinks of the traditional boa constrictor, but it's nice. It would be nice to keep a species that's not as
These
seen.
take cold too,
They do.
so they don't care.
They don't care. This sounds like a species for me.
The coldest recorded temperature in Cuba is 48 degrees.
Amazing.
So he gets in the
And there's
50s
some
all the
mountains,
time in
too,
Cuba,
there.
Big mountains where it's cold and they live.
Right.
So.
That's interesting. So that's good to know.
Yep.
I think I'm going to want to get a pair of these from you one day.
You couldn't do worse.
Yeah, and we can set them up in a really cool outdoor enclosure.
Yeah,
That
and they're caverniculous too, parts of their lives, and eat bats like the Puerto Rican
really,
bird. See the rock work in the back? So
Oh.
you get on the rocks and feel at home.
and they'll just let bats fly by
And
and
catch
snatch them
them
out of the air.
Mhm.
That's awesome, man. Caverniculous.
Yep.
That's a cool word. All right.
Cave dwelling.
Yep. Very cool. All right, guys, we're gonna now go grab our tub and we're gonna release, we're gonna put the Lewisii in here. So I'll be right back with the Lewisii. Alrighty, we're gonna go, if you could grab one end, I'll pull it in, Tom, and we'll open them up in here. These guys are so flighty at the moment. Yep, we'll do that. You go ahead, I'll go ahead and let these guys out. Alrighty. But you know what's funny, Tom?
Close the door on that box too.
Yeah, you got it. Is you're gonna wind up having these guys calm down.
Oh, they'll get one thing here real
Yeah,
quick.
they're
No, close down the top. Hole in the bottom.
Yeah. This? Oh, that's an awesome little. Hey, I like that. Let me see if I can. There we go. All right, here they are. Come on out, kids.
Come on out, guys.
Come on.
Come on.
She's just.
There's the door. We'll go behind them. And
Yeah.
we can wait to get it.
Exactly. Alright, she's out. He's gonna climb up.
Try to get that box out of here.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
They'll be real happy now.
Yep, definitely. Get rid of me. They got rid of me. Very cool, man. I guess that'll do it, man. Good times, Tom. Appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to getting these guys set up later. So that's where we're gonna go ahead and pick up the video when I get home. I'm gonna set these little dudes up. And thank you, Tom. Really, really cool. All right, guys, see you in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm home now, and I'm gonna prepare the substrate for our little Burmese Star tortoises, and I had just gotten a shipment from our friends at Fluker, and I'm gonna use some natural dune sand bedding. I'm gonna add maybe 2 bags of this into this topsoil, and that'll create the perfect substrate for me here. And then we'll go ahead in and we'll go and make sure that the cage is decorated and dialed in for what these little dudes need. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now, and yeah, let's get to it. All right, here we go. I like to mix in a large tub like this. Okay, very simple. Very simple. There it is. Just a nice light mixture that's going to hold humidity, but it'll be very similar to a savanna-esque kind of habitat that they come from. So it's a lighter soil, and then I'm going to get some reptile bark and I'm going to put that on top. But right now, we're going to go ahead in and we're going to pull it. Since I'm all alone, I gotta pull it in. Always alone. I miss Matt. Okay, here we go. We want to shut doors because we don't want the bugs to get in here. Alrighty. I love it. I love it. All right, very good. All right, I'm now going to simply fill it in here, guys. So everybody hang tight. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a scooper and just start scooping this in. Yeah, there we go. I hope this is enough of the mulch. Topsoil, got it. I can already feel the humidity inside of this substrate, which is good. But I don't want something that is that holds the humidity to where it gets sopping. You know, you want it just to be humid enough, but not so much that we are going to be causing any kind of fungal growths and things like that. So it's careful. You have to be careful not to make it too wet. And I like a little sand to kind of thin it out. Looks like I need just a little bit more. And I think I have some more topsoil. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll be right back. And then we'll go ahead and get some of that reptibark, get it on top, and start really dialing this in for these two little guys. And in fact, they're gonna share it with some sulcatas when they start to hatch. And I'm not worried because everyone's captive born and they have a similar requirement, so very good stuff. Okay, friends, there it is, very simple. Shallow water dish. We got tortoise treat in there from Fluker. We've got a universal rock hide that I've always used. We've got the reptibark covering our soil, our topsoil, and our sand dune mix. We've put about a gallon of water into it. It'll be nice and moist under there as it spreads out throughout the entire vision cage here. Beautiful vision cage. We're using a large one. Again, there'll be other tortoises in here as well, but right now, let's put our beauties in. Look at these beautiful little, gorgeous little guys. I want to give this one a soak, actually. Actually, Tom was talking about soaking them, so let's give them a little soaky poo and then let them crawl out on their own. But this is awesome. Look at that little guy motoring on out. I love it. I got to come up with names for these guys now. They are awesome. And little baby tortoises like places to hide. They need food every day. And of course, we got to monitor their nutrients as far as the calcium and vitamins that they're going to be getting. This little guy's very, very good at climbing. He's doing well. So they're going to go ahead and just figure things out in this new enclosure, which I am super excited that I've been fortunate enough to have some good friends at customcages.com, Vision Cages, and of course our friends at Fluker. And most importantly, my buddy Tom Crutchfield for taking in those Lewisii and going ahead and trading out this, just a couple of beautiful little Burmese star tortoises. This is a species I've said over and over that I've always wanted, and there it is. How cool. So you guys, I hope you enjoy watching these little ones grow up with me. It's gonna be fun. We'll come up with a name. Maybe you guys have some cute names in the comments. Let me know below there. But for now, I'm gonna say thank you all for watching. We're gonna let these little dudes do their thing, get settled in their new home, and hopefully they'll grow big and strong, and we'll be loving these animals for years and years to come. Thanks again, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, be good to animals. See ya.